Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands True School Sports subscribers. Now, with my brethren all around the world watch this video, hit that subscribe button. Do yourself a damn favor, okay? All right. So on my left, we got my pops. The GOAT TBE.
Mm-hmm.
Some people call him Nelson, but I call him Dad. On my right, we got my main man, 50 grand, Alex, the big payback. This is how you live, man.
I'm living good, yo, and I just want to, show you guys how dope these jackets are.
Look. This is top class merch. This is top.
True School Sports right here.
That's top class merch.
I'm about to put it on right now.
Show you how
put it on.
Gotta get that True School Sports merch coming out soon. We can't be on the lookout for that.
Yeah,
I'll be wearing that sometimes.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
There we go.
But it's Wilder and Fury fight week. Obviously a lot has been made of the Wilder and Fury fight, as it should be. It's a big heavyweight fight. Doesn't really get much bigger than boxing than a big heavyweight fight. But let's talk about the undercard. The undercard. Now, I'm gonna give my initial thoughts. I just sat here and I just went through the whole undercard, through the A side fighters, through the B side fighters. I'm gonna sum the card in one word and one word only: mismatch. Wow. Mismatch. Hey. There's mismatches everywhere. We'll start with the big fights. So we got Jarrett Hurd putting all three of his belts on the line: the IBF, the IBO, and the WBA belt. He's fighting Jason Wellborn, a domestic level 154-pound fighter from the UK, who's had 7 knockouts in 30 professional fights. He got very close split decision victories with Tommy Langford, who's another decent domestic level fighter, but has pretty much lost anytime he stepped up. Got stopped by Liam Smith in 2014. Lost to Matthew Macklin. He actually lost. This guy, now, believe it or not, This guy, Jason Wellborn, he lost to a fighter by the name of William Warburg,
I know that.
who has 96 losses. Jarrett Hurd is fighting that guy who lost to a guy with 96 losses.
All right, so
like this is enough. Wow.
All right, so
what kind of shit is this, Al Heyman?
Look, I'm gonna explain something. Jarrett Hurd is actually coming off an injury.
That's right. That's what I was gonna say. The same thing. He just came out of operation, and this is like it's a tune-up fight or gumball machine gumball.
A gumball machine.
That's it. It's just what it is.
Showcase fight, and I was watching the documentary.
I watched it.
He said he wants to work on his defense or whatever because he's not really he's an excited fighter, but he does need to work on his defense. So it's just a showcase fight. So
just to get him back on track.
I mean,
his future fighters that he's called out was Twin Charlo. He wants to fight.
Jamel Charlo, yeah.
Jamel Charlo. He wants to fight, and it's other fighters that he has in line. But I think I agree with what Alex was just saying, that it's just another tune-up fight for him to get back in shape, and again from the gumball machine. Just a gumball.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, he's fighting a guy who lost to a guy with 96 losses. I didn't catch that when I was first going through. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how big this
card is, watch that fight just to see what happens.
Depending on how big this card is,
yeah.
it could raise its profile too, though. So showcase fight, and to be fair, Wellborn is ranked number 11 by the WBA or something.
You serious?
How?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
How? Who was he? Maybe Tommy Langford. Tommy Langford is a good, proven British fighter. So I'll give him that.
Some undefeated guy for some WBC.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess. I don't know. I guess the silver lining is we get to see Jarrett Hurd in the ring again.
Yeah, I'm happy.
That's the good thing. And I guess best of luck to Jason Webb. I don't want to disrespect no fighter. I'm just saying he lost to a guy 96 losses. That's incredible to me. He's getting to fight Jarrett Hurd.
Nuts.
So that's that. So then you have that fight, and then you have Luis Ortiz, right? King Kong's back in the ring for the for the second time since fighting Deontay Wilder, because he fought Kanu.
Yeah, Razvan
Kajnu. But now he's fighting. This is a fight that I've actually I talked about 3 years ago when I interviewed this man. Mm-hmm. He's fighting Travis My Time Kaufman, and My Time Kaufman believes that it is his time. Travis Kaufman is a fighter that in his career, particularly early in his career, he dealt with a lot of injuries. Injuries, training problems, and all kinds of problems. He had personal problems, and now he gets the biggest opportunity of his career to date to fight Luis Ortiz. And it's his chance to really show what he could do. As for Luis Ortiz, this should be business as usual. If you lose this fight, because there's a section of YouTube that seems to be like
oh well, Ortiz never gets no opportunities, man. They always want to.
Like if he loses this fighter as competitive, I don't want to hear a damn thing about Luis Ortiz from any of you guys in my comment section anymore because, I mean, I think he's a fantastic fighter, but the dude is like 50 years old. Okay, so that is my opinion.
Yeah.
What do you think about Luis Ortiz versus Travis Kaufman?
Oh man, you know, I like Coffman too, but I think Ortiz is gonna win.
I'm gonna take King Kong Ortiz. I honestly feel that, and this might be another video that my son's gonna make, is I feel that the heavyweight division doesn't give him enough respect, age or no age. He's still knocking out guys. So I think he deserves his due, and I think it's just another fight in his way for him just to get a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, who has, like, besides Ariola?
Who has Kaufman beat?
Yeah.
Well, he got
lost him.
thoroughly outboxed by not thoroughly, but he got outboxed by Amir Mansour a couple years ago. Last year, I should say. He beat heavyweight journeyman Richard Carmack, who everybody beats a heavyweight. And then really, he hasn't really beat anybody. Really, he hasn't beat anybody in his career. I mean, he had a decent amateur career. If you go back to his amateur career, he was a Golden Gloves champion in Pennsylvania. Actually, no, he wasn't. He lost in the semifinals to Travis
Walker.
Walker.
Mike Wilson.
Beat Mike Wilson in the amateur. So he was a decent amateur. Was trained by Nazim Richardson back in 2014. Worked his way up the rankings, but has had a bunch of personal issues. You know, so it's just it's a good opportunity for him. For Ortiz, it should be a stay busy fight that where he wins and he can go on the greener pastures and hopefully, get another big fight like you want him to get.
Yes.
This is a fight he has to not just win, but win impressively. Because Kaufman, he's had a ton of fights. He only got stopped one time, and that was when he was coming up. He lost to Tony Grano or something like that.
Yeah.
He hasn't been stopped since 2008.
Well, not to change the subject, but I would like to have King Kong either fight. This is my own opinion. I would love to see him fight Dylan White or Chisora or anybody in that kind of level. He deserves it. Dylan White says he turned people down. He's just always talking about certain things. At the end of the day, he has to step in the ring with King Kong. Either King Kong gets a rematch with a Bronze Wilder, or he fights either the winner of Chisora and Dylan White. That's just my opinion. And then we cannot forget the guy from Bulgaria. He just
Pulev? Yeah, Pulev.
Yeah, so there's a lot of other fights too.
Absolutely. I haven't looked it up for myself yet, but someone told me recently that I think I heard in the video recently that this is actually I think Luis Ortiz is a free agent after this fight.
Wow,
that's what I heard. I don't know if that's the truth, but I have to research it for myself. But don't take my word on it.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, I wanted to talk about the last big fight on the card, and big is I use that word very loosely.
Yeah,
this card because there's only one big fight in this card, which is the main event. You have Joyce, in his seventh professional fight, pushing on for world titles. This is a guy that is called out Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller doesn't want to fight him. He fought the likes of Leroy Thomas, who was an okay fighter. But now
Ortiz too.
Did call out Ortiz, but he, now he's fighting Joe Hanks, and Joe Hanks is a guy that, ironically, is managed by Travis Kaufman's brother, Marshall Kaufman, who a big shout out to Marshall Kaufman. Had a chance to talk to him a couple years ago. Nice guy. This guy Joe Hanks, he's in his career, the only notable names he's fought, if you go through his resume, are the likes of Andy Ruiz Jr. Got stopped by Andy Ruiz Jr. And then he fought heavyweight German, the always tough and always game Derek Rossi, lost to Derek Rossi. So let's see that we know. Terrell Nelson. No names that necessarily stand out. So this is a fight from the looks of it where you would think that Joyce should go and he should win and he should push on and just because that's the trend of this card. All these guys who are the A side fighters, they're fighting just stay busy fights basically.
I mean, to be fair, this could probably be another argument, but Jarrell Miller is probably not going to get anywhere if he fights Joyce, so he's not really ranked in the sanctioned bodies yet. So
yeah, but I honestly think I think that Joyce, in my opinion, he's fought better ranked fighters than Jarrell Miller.
You think what?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
I mean, not really.
Not yet, because Jarrell. Even though Jarrell's been fighting guys who are past their prime, there's still guys that were names in the division like Wack, Adamic, Jarrell Washington.
Yeah, but this guy Joyce has fought what? For how many titles? How many belts does
titles?
Big Baby.
He's only fought
the Commonwealth.
He won the Commonwealth, and that was it. He didn't win anything else, and he beat Leroy Thomas. So everybody beats Leroy Thomas.
Yeah,
not everybody.
But he also had a title too.
Yeah, Leroy Thomas,
he also had some title. My point being is, and Gerald, if you think about it, and I'm a big fan of Big Baby, he actually went to WBA to win this last title he got because he turned down a lot of fights. I mean, I love him, but I also lose some type of respect for fighters that turn down fights when they should be fighting.
Yeah, but I mean, but Joyce
was calling him out. Joyce wanted to fight him, and Jarrell was like, "Oh,
yeah." But like Joyce,
Jarrell, who's gotten kind of shafted and stiff armed by a lot of the big heavyweights not being their first option. He's kind of doing the same thing that Joyce now.
Okay.
Yeah, but Joyce like he's not even ranked anywhere though.
Yeah.
Barely. So I mean, and he's fought Duopas was a high contender. Wack was a contender. Washington was. Adamic is a former 2-weight world champion.
Yeah.
He was past his prime, but that's still something. So
those are the main fights on the card. I'm rambling here for a little bit, but Chris Ariola's fighting Lorenzo Smith, who has 10 losses. We got Alfredo Angulo fighting on the card. Julian Williams fighting Francisco Javier Castro, who's 28-8.
Whatchamacallit? Well, this fight's in Canada, but Vosdick and Stevenson is actually part of the card.
Oh crap! We should have just started with that. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
That fight should be on the damn card.
Yeah.
Well,
I know it technically is, but I'm just saying
it hasn't come out yet. Oh.
No, it's not when you go on Boxer. It's not here because it's a different venue. But yeah, you're right. Actually,
wow,
that right there is going to be a hell of that. That's going to be
it's
a barn burner.
It's going to be streamed on YouTube too.
That's going to be a barn burner. That's going to be a good fight.
Yeah. I read about that. I was reading about
Donna
that.
Stevenson. I like Donna Stevenson as a fighter. I handle this crass another story, but as a fighter, I think he's a top class fighter. Vosdick, I like Vosdick as well. Mm-hmm. This to me is the exact test Vosdick needs. This is what hopefully if because Stevenson had that belt hostage for years, so if he's gonna lose it, it's got to be now.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
This is his first. Wait, what did you say?
That was you saying the undercard to the fights.
Oh yeah, but this is interesting. This is Stevenson's first mandatory opponent in
how many years? Yeah,
5 years.
Last time he made a mandatory defense, I was in high school.
It was Tony Bellew, and I was in elementary and fat. So.
Yeah, so a lot has changed since he last made a mandatory defense. But that's to me, that's one of the best fights you can make at light heavyweight, and it's good that this is on the card, even though it's really not on the card, but it is on the card. So I'm not gonna make a prediction on that fight yet. But
this guy's 15-0 and 12 KO.
No, Vosdick is good. Vosdick, he stopped Chilemba. He stopped what did he fight? He fought Chilemba.
Unieski Gonzalez.
He destroyed Unieski Gonzalez, who was
destroying Najee Mohammadi in brutal fashion.
He's beaten those lower level fringe contender type guys.
Yeah.
And this is that real first step up for him. Just so you know, just to give you some context. Yeah. So the 2012 Ukraine Olympic team,
right,
that had Lomachenko and Usyk, he was on that team as well.
Oh wow, that was a nasty team.
He's definitely the least accomplished of the three, but this is his first big fight of his pro career.
Wow.
So actually, this is big for the legacy of that Olympic team, because I would venture to say that the only other Olympic team as stacked as that Olympic team was the 1984 American Olympic team.
Oh, with Holyfield.
Which had Holyfield, Frank Tate,
name it.
Hella guys. Hold on, I gotta pull up now because it's escaping my mind right now. But I know you had Holyfield, Frank Tate. I think you might have had
Pernell Whitaker.
Oh, Pernell Whitaker was on that team.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a team. A hell of a team.
Yeah.
You had Paul Gonzalez, fantastic fighter. You don't get a lot of
credit. Yeah.
Meldrick Taylor, bro. Meldrick Taylor.
Yeah.
Paul Gonzalez, Pernell Whitaker, Mark Breland, Frank Tate.
Damn.
You got Henry Tillman, Tyron Briggs.
So they had
You had and Evander Holyfield as well. So it was just a stacked team. And I would say, obviously that team had more fighters, but this team right here, I mean, I think Kaichov was on that team as well, right? Kaichov?
Yeah, and I think Derevyanchenko.
And Derevyanchenko was on that team as well. So that Ukraine team, man, they're like putting in a claim. They're putting in a claim.
Oh, and Shabransky was supposed to be on the team.
He's like an alternate.
Yeah.
But Usyk took his place.
Yeah. So looking forward to that fight. But yeah, that's the card, man. Robert Guerrero's fighting on the undercard as well. Robert Guerrero's fighting on that card as well. He's there. I don't know why. He's just. I mean, credit to him. He's a fighter. So you can't tell fighters to not fight because that's what they know. But I'm not really. That doesn't do too much for me. I thought he was fine with his retirement. Yard is fighting probably another easy fight. Deontay Wilder's brother, Marcellus Wilder, having his professional fight against a 1-5 guy.
He's had 2 impressive fights. He's whether you want to select him or not, it's too early to tell. But he's been by knockouts. It runs in the bloodline.
Way too early.
It runs out in the bloodline of the Wilder Ron Brahma's family. I think he's going to be good.
Yeah. So that's my opinion on the card. It's just a complete mismatch, top to bottom. Hopefully, some of these guys who I don't think so highly of, they come out and they prove us wrong, and that's why we watch the fight. So
and there's some minimum weight card fight, but we don't know.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know either.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, do all that good stuff. Like we say in every single video, we just a kid from Daniel right here, just a kid from Lowell, Massachusetts, Marlo's boxing gym. Okay, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Until next time, take care, guys.